Hi everyone, Jason here. Today we're going to make pulled pork sandwiches in the slow cooker. It's a really simple recipe. We just have some boneless pork ribs, root beer, and then some barbecue sauce. Normally with this recipe you would not add the pork tenderloin, but I had some in the freezer that I really wanted to use, so I'm going to go ahead and add that as well. The reason you don't want to use just pork tenderloin or like a pork roast is there's not enough fat in the meat and your sandwiches are going to turn out a little bit on the dry side. But anyway, first thing we're going to do is we're going to add the meat, our boneless pork ribs and the pork tenderloin, and 12 ounces of root beer. See, there's a lot of recipes that use root beer. Another thing you could use is beef bouillon or water. So we're going to slow cook that for around 5 hours, and then after it's done we're going to add the barbecue sauce, and then I'm going to put it in the oven just for a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and get started and get this in the slow cooker. So we've got our pork and our root beer in the slow cooker, and I'm going to plan on cooking this for about 5 hours on low. Everybody's slow cooker is different, so your time's going to vary all depending on, you could cook this on high too for fewer hours. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and let this go for about 5 hours. We're going to check it off and on to make sure we're not cooking it too fast. Like I said, we have the pork in there and then the 12 ounces of root beer. So kind of excited to see how this turns out. I've never used root beer before, but it sounds like it's a pretty popular way of doing this, so we'll check back later. Okay everybody, it's been about 4 hours. I just want to show everybody what it looks like, and as you can see, the pork is already falling apart. We're going to continue to cook it for probably another couple hours, and we'll go from there. Alright, so our pork has been cooking for a little over 5 hours, and it is done. It's crumbling apart, so we're going to go ahead and take this out of the crock pot with a slotted spoon. I'm going to put this in a container and we're going to rip it up with a couple forks. I have the oven preheating to 350 degrees. After we add our barbecue sauce, which is Ken Davis original, you can use whatever you like. After we add that, we're going to bake this for about a half hour. And that's just going to help give it a little better texture. It's actually quite good. So anyway, I'm going to get this all slotted in here and go from there. Okay, so I'm going to use 2 forks, and I'm just going to kind of shred this apart. If you cook it long enough in your slow cooker, it's going to basically just fall apart. I should have used a little bigger container here, but it should be okay. So just rip this apart so it's in little pieces, and then once you do that, then you can go ahead and add your barbecue sauce. Add as much as you'd like. If you like it a little more saucy, there's my oven's ready. Obviously add more, and then that's it. Alright, as you can see, we got it all shredded apart, and now the easy part, we're just going to go ahead and add some barbecue sauce right on top here, and we're going to just mix this in. Okay, there you have it. We got our barbecue sauce mixed in, and we're going to throw this in the oven for about 30 minutes at 350 degrees. Well folks, here it is. As you can see, it's ooey gooey and it's awesome. And we put this on sandwiches with some pickles, and it's really good. So hope you liked the video. This is really good. Thanks. Goodbye.